International Man, the mystery. We here, we back, Dope Souls with Lord Phly, live on YouTube. Yes, 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 y'all. Feeling good. I'm a little colorful, NBA coming back. My man OG got fan free agency. We the new Clippers, so I had to make sure I represented. Yeah, I got Celtics gear on, but it's just sports. We just feeling that energy, that sports like energy. It's the old Celtics joint, you know what I'm saying? A little vintage. I'm here from out the box, 2900 Hillsborough Street, Raleigh, North Carolina. You already know because we are in the double R. If you don't know, that's what my tattoo stands for. Double R, rerun. We seen it all before. The city I'm from taught me that no matter what, there's no reason to be shocked. There's no reason to be awed. We've seen it all before. You just embrace who you are. Learn yourself, to know yourself so you can be yourself with no fear, no worries, no apologies. That's the message. nAFbDOPE. Never apologize for being dope. Dope being self, self being you. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today? Okay, I like it. Working to get my IG and everything right. I gotta make sure I'm live on everything. So we're gonna toss to the message. Give me a second to get my phone in order. Then I'm gonna come back ready to give you this sauce, this energy, this no fear, no worry, no apologies. How y'all feeling? Yes, y'all. I'm gonna give you that morning message. We be back in a second. Assessment time, dope soul. Time to reaffirm that foundation that you have built for yourself. Strengthen your character, the core of you. Know who you are so you can be who you are in order for other people to respect that person. No respect to be gained when it's hard to place you, hard to know who you actually trying to be or who you were yesterday. So be solid within who you are. Be solid within what you're working to do. Nobody holds you back when you tell yourself they're not. Nothing stops you when you tell yourself it won't. Let's make it happen. nAFbDOPE. Yes, y'all. And I'm back, the International Man, the mystery. How y'all feeling? Still getting this phone in order. So, Phly's back in the matrix, y'all. I'm back in the matrix. Yeah, got my phone back in order. People can actually contact me, reach out to me. Don't mean everybody, because, we keeping it real specific nowadays. Real direct. We doing real business out here. LLC, yes. Let's clap our hands. We LLC'd out here. Good company. Got that Lord Phly LLC coming real soon. So, we're going to be real legit all around the board. So, anybody looking to do some business, do anything that they see Phly doing, you need me to use my voice, you need me to speak, show up, make it happen, piece and put some stuff together. You need to bring good company, get some production done. You need whatever you need to do, lock it in. Let's book it. Let's make it right. Let's get them contracts in order. Don't mean, hey, sometimes we show up for free, we do whatever. Let's just still lock it down, make sure the business is right. But at this point, we're running it up. We making sure everybody is eating. Everybody eats. That's one of the sayings that I like to hear around the town, around the city, that everybody eats. So Lord Phly wants to make sure that everybody's eating. Their plate is full. They getting everything that they need. They don't need no seconds. That first plate is well and good. They can't even finish it. They need to store it away and get back to it because, oh, man, we just got so much to offer. How y'all feeling today? Yes. I'm going to keep asking y'all that because I'm feeling good. My back in order. I still got a little ailments, but Phly don't let nothing stop him. We get up, we get at it, we get to it. Jay Blizzy, what's good? Yo, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Hey, man, a lot of all the things that you, Mike Blaze, man, I could say within the last 3 months, the summertime, there's been extensive exponential growth. Hi, can you set this up for me? Make sure the people on Facebook can see me real good. But it's been exponential growth. It's been so much that has transpired around me, with me, within my own life, within the business, with good company, within everybody's individual lives and everything that's been going on. And it's been my sole responsibility to make sure, if nothing else, everything is continuing to flow like water. And if anything, it's tough, but life's hard. The things that come with the biggest blessings come with the toughest journey. And I know my journey is very unique. Who I am, Lord Phly, never before seen. I spread a message of self-awareness and positivity. Not to say that no one has, no one does, or no one ever will spread a message again, but nobody does it like Lord Phly. I mean, that's simple and plain, because that's who I am. That's why I'm here. That's my purpose. Create and inspire. I do that with the message. Never apologize for being dope, dope being self, self being you. And with that being said, I've done a multitude of things to spread that message. Like, I have extensive creative endeavors. I paint, the show, I show up, I host, I talk, whatever the case may be. Whatever it takes to get it done, I'm willing to do. But me doing it means I'm doing it with nothing else but that message. That's how I do it, because that's who I am. That's what I embody. So if people aren't respecting, trusting, and understanding who I am and what I do and how I get it done, then maybe it's time to take a step back, really embrace all that has happened so I can do it the right way, because that's what I care most about, doing it the right way. And no one can tell me how to do it. No one can really offer and instill in me any way of doing it. They can offer me advice to situations, things that will transpire, offer me some insight into the different worlds that I walk in. You know, I walk a fine line between a lot of different worlds: the art world, the music world, business, people, like whatever the case may be. And that's because I'm multifaceted. I'm a fly on the wall. No matter what's going on, I could be a fly on the wall, and I can jump right off that wall, make sure I inspire, motivate, and grow whatever the situation may be. And it's always going to be forward and upward. We're not growing anything backwards. We're not growing anything these other whicher ways. It's all forward and upward. We move forward and upward. So with that being said, the summer brought about a lot of the balance that I needed to really be on this journey the right way. You know, as much as things were going up, things were like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, why are people doing this? Why is this person acting like this? These feelings. Like, man, people know I don't do feelings. Why are they feeling so much of a way? If I don't do feelings, how are there so many feelings around me? It's because you're not dealing with the fact that as much as you say you are not about feelings and you don't feel a way or you don't care much, you know everything that you are cares everything about people's well-being. And that's something that needs to be said across the board. So I'm saying it here on Dope Souls, people's well-being. But I know to care about your well-being doesn't mean I need to care about the things that go on in your brain day in and day out. The roller coaster ride you take yourself on, feeling ways about things that may happen or people that have said things to you or stuff you saw on IG. Like, no, I'm not here for that. That's not why I'm here. Now, if those things bring about some type of action and then it is bringing about the wrong energy in your life, then yeah, maybe you do need to have a conversation with Phly, but not about that specific thing. It's about the actions and the things that you're doing with that emotion. You shouldn't be allowing it to dictate who you are. You shouldn't be allowing it to dictate what you say. Ensure substance and reasoning with everything that you say or do. Not, I don't know, not, I'm just doing it. No, you need to know why you're doing it and know exactly why. You need to know why you're saying it. So don't talk if you don't know what you're talking about. Not what you think, not what you're feeling, all that stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of that. A lot of people speaking about stuff that they saw. Do you even know if the information is right? Did you do the due diligence? Did you check into it? Or you just saw it? If anything, I guess maybe believe or respected the person that said it, but maybe they didn't know what they were talking about. You got to do your own due diligence on information. So if nothing else, you need to make sure you're doing that due diligence with yourself. You need to understand what's going on with you. And it's not for Phly to help you decide or dictate what's going on with you. You come to me when you're figuring it out. If you need my insight to help you figure it out, I'm going to offer you that message. Learn yourself, to know yourself so you can be yourself. Know that time is your luxury. Own it. Don't waste it. Don't allow other people to waste it for you. Understand perception. Be in control of it, not controlled by it. Ensure substance and reasoning with everything that you say or do. These are the things that I'm going to offer you. I'm not going to tell you anything specific. I'm going to tell you that because it's going to take you embracing that first before I can offer you any specifics on how you can move forward or upward with whatever endeavor it is that you want to do. Whoever it is that you see yourself to be. You need to know who that person is or at least have some core understanding of who that person is working to be. Can't be asking you simple questions and it's a lot of talking but no answers. And that's something that's happening heavily in the world now. People believe when they begin to talk after asking a question that that's an answer. And it's not. No. I asked you, were you hungry? And you told me everything but yes or no. Like, that's not an answer to your question. That's not an answer to my question, I mean. That's not an answer to anything I just want to know. And if that's the case, how am I going to help you accomplish anything that you want to do if I'm not getting the information that I need to do so? And that's with anybody. That's with myself. Sometimes I'm looking in the mirror asking myself some questions and I'm giving myself a bunch of, and it's like, bro, I need a straight answer. Is it this or is it that? And you playing because we don't got time. Don't even need no watch. I know what time it is. Time is now to get up, get at it, get to it with no fear, no worry, no apologies. And we all fall victim to, let me not say fall victim. We all fall short of understanding everything that happens with us, around us. So it is up to us to reinstill that balance for ourselves. Take a step back, really reassess all that is going on. Make sure whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're connected to, whoever it is you're connected to, is for the reasons that you set out to. And if not, do something about it. Maybe it's simply a conversation. Communication is key in everything. It's really, really probably the downfall of most situations. People simply not communicating. simply not saying what's on their mind, what's on their heart, what it is that needs to be said so something can be done about it. It's a lot of bottling it up, keeping it to themselves, and then going to tell somebody else, and then allowing it to get to someone in the wrong way. If you're not able to offer direct information to the people that need to hear it, maybe you shouldn't offer it to anybody until you got it together to offer it to that person. Because if they hear it from someone else, it's not going to come across the same way that it would have if you would have said it, and then you may not get back what it is that you expected because it wasn't offered in the correct manner. And that's our responsibility. Whatever it is that you want people to know, it's your responsibility to make them know that. And yeah, sometimes they're not listening. Sometimes they're not paying attention. Sometimes they don't care. But if you care and it means that much to you, you better make them care. You better get it in their face. Trust me. I do a lot just to make y'all care about this message because that's what I care about. And you going to know it. You going to know it to my last breath. I don't care what nobody say. You going to know to never apologize for being dope, dope being self, self being you. And that's what matters in life. No matter what you're doing, that's what matters, who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, trust and believe people are doing with you things that you have no awareness of because you're not even an understanding of who you are and why you're doing it. You're simply there for maybe emotional reasons, maybe reasons that have nothing to do with the situation at hand, but that's why you're there. But if you have no understanding to it, you're dealing with taking on a lot of energies, a lot of situations, a lot of people that maybe don't best suit how you need to move forward and upward. Trust and believe. We don't have to be attached to or connected to anything when we go into a situation that we know is the best suited for us. Nobody has to tell you it. No, you know within yourself that instinct, that little voice. Yes, I know people say whatever it is, the conscience, whatever the case it may be, you know it's not coming from nowhere. And I don't mean the voices and stuff telling you to do crazy stuff. Hey, sometimes you just need to sit back, chill, wait on that. I mean that voice that get real strong when sometimes you sitting down, it's like, get up. And you just got to get up, that voice. That voice rings in my ears. That voice rings in my ears. And all it says is make sure these people understand who they are. Make sure they embrace this message of never apologize for being dope. Dope being self, self being you. So with that being said, need to get to this script. So, it was Q&A. Oh, we're going to save it for the next segment. You okay?
Yeah, you just ran over time.
I ran over time.
Yeah, because we had it prepared.
Oh, I mean, I can still do it. CJ not prepared, so I go. Yeah. We had Q&As, so Nani set up Q&As. They had the hat. I was wondering what it was for, so we just going to pick some out. If you were a genie and a person asked you this wish, I wish you could grant me this wish, what would you do?
So the wish is
Okay.
to be, I don't know, I figured to be like invisible or something.
I mean, give me something. Is it invisible?
Yeah.
So are you asking, would I do it, or how would I do it? Like,
What exactly?
it said, what would you do? Like, would I grant them the wish of being invisible? Is that the question?
What would you do as a genie?
Oh, what would I do as a genie? Oh, I would. Y'all know me. Of course, I would grant wishes. I always want people to have the things that they want, but my wishes, you're going to have some understanding of the wishes you want before I just grant it. It's not, oh, I wish for this. I'm not that genie. I'm not the one you just going to be telling, like, no, whoa, wait. You're asking me for something? That means I need to make sure that you are well worth having it before I'm just willing to grant it. Doesn't mean I will never grant it. Maybe it's a process. Maybe it's some time. So if you want to be invisible, I'm going to ask why. Why do you want to be invisible? Why you don't want nobody to see you? Do you believe no one sees you already? So being invisible is something that you already are, and you just want to make sure that's totality. You want to be invisible so you can do weirdo stuff and touch and feel on people, and because I'm not granting that. Yeah, I mean, you're not getting that wish. You want to be invisible to be a pickpocket? Chill. I probably need to grant you a wish of some sense. That's what we really need to get you to. So me as a genie, I'm going to be offering people a lot of insight. I'm going to grant wishes, but those wishes going to come with some understanding before I'm just yesing and yeah. So that's that. That's how I'm going to be a genie. Lord Phly. Holla at me. Rub the lamp. Not too hard. At what point are we good enough? If nothing else, you're great enough today. You're great enough right now. Like, you're not working to be good enough, great enough for anybody or anything but yourself. So if nothing else, before you get out of the bed, before you really approached or attacked anything for the day, you need to believe in yourself that you're great. So everything that you do is great. Every person that you talk to is a great conversation, no matter what the conversation is about, because you are instilling that energy within yourself, which means you're instilling it in other people. So you're always good enough. You're great enough. Know that, believe that, embrace that. And if for any reason you believe that you're not, ask yourself the questions as to why, so you can really get those answers and do something with it. Because I believe you're great every day. I believe you're great no matter what. I believe you're great in whatever it is that you do, because you're a dope soul. And no matter what, you embrace that message of no fear, no worry, no apologies, especially if you tuned in with me. Tap in and tune in. You're working or you're watching, but either way, we working, so you know how we own it. So with that being said, you're great enough. You're great enough today. Embrace that. And if you were asking me, take my answers. Don't ask me, let me give you an answer, and then you wondering if it's the truth. What, am I lie to you? No. Phly don't lie. Phly don't need no reason for no lies. We don't do that. You ask me a question, I'm going to give you a straight answer. So at what point are we good enough? Now. You're great enough. You're great enough. You can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. You can do whatever it is that you set your mind to. So get up, get at it, get to it, and make it happen. Whatever it is whatever you see fit. But get it done. No fear, no worry, no apologies. Hey, I like that question. Where does your self-worth come from? Your self-worth comes from you. All that you, mine? Oh, my self-worth comes from, man, I was put on this earth great. It's funny. I remember being a little kid, knowing that I didn't want to be anything. I wanted to do something that people had never before done. I wanted to invent something. I wanted to make something out of nothing. Like I remember being like 9 years old and like looking at a microwave and like, oh man, we have stuff that heat stuff. What if I can make something that like make stuff cold instantly? I'm a kid. Hey, you just imagine it. So my self-worth comes from all that I am, all that was instilled in me, I guess, before I even came out of the womb. Like just my circumstances, my situation, how I was conditioned in life, all of my experiences have been very unique. Like it's been one of those things that it only happened because of me being me. And it's not because I was doing anything or saying anything specific. It's just my presence, my energy. So I know when I came into this world, I had a purpose. I was always searching for it. And then in searching for it, 23 years old, I realized I was always living it. I just needed to wake up, stop being silly, stop avoiding all the things that I knew were naturally me, stop allowing people to take from me what they wanted and not making them respect who it is that I was and what it is I was working to achieve. So with that, my self-worth comes from me, just everything that I embody, everything that is instilled within me. Like I have no question to it, no doubt about it. Like I am Lord Phly. I spread a message of self-awareness and positivity. It's something that was generated or put together by me, so to speak, and it's all from my life experiences. It's all in everything that got me to this point and everything that will continue to go on this journey. So my self-worth comes from just the core of Phly, the core. You know, I'm here, y'all, making it happen. Just love, no apologies. Do one more. One more. Let's shake it up. Why do we judge ourselves by our intentions but judge others by their actions? Wow, it's a very insightful question. I believe that we judge ourselves by our intentions because a lot of the times we want to act. So the want to act can't be mistaken with the will to act. Wanting to act and wanting to do something, people will judge that, and that will be the determining factor in if they make that decision or not, or if they say that thing or they take that action, when in reality, it's the total opposite. And then for other people, you can't really judge them on their intentions because you have to ask them those questions, and people are quick to judge as soon as they see something. Like we allow our eyes or our ears or our minds to automatically judge something on sight or right there. So there's no time to really understand someone's intentions or ask those questions. It's vital that we do take that time to take a step back and ask the who, what, when, where, why, and hows of a situation, and whys, of course. Who, what, when, where, why, how, why. You already know. You need to ask those questions of yourself and of any situation. So why do we judge ourselves? You really shouldn't be judging anything. You really need to take the time to ask yourself those questions to make sure whatever actions you're taking, whatever it is that you're saying out your mouth, whatever it is that you're doing is well within your right, has some substance and reasoning to it. So if nothing else, not to be explained, but if needed to be understood, you are the person that can offer that understanding, not someone offering understanding to you about your actions. How much sense does that make? You've already taken the action, but someone has to offer you understanding to it. Now, yes, some people get caught in their emotions of things, and you do have to be, walk back like, man, what was I doing? You was wilding. Like, oh, word? Yeah. But that's not really offering you insight. That's just, sometimes people black out. You get into your bag. It happens. It happens. We have situations. We have events in life that happen that are traumatic, and you never know. But with that being said, you never want to allow those situations to dictate how you move throughout life. It's going to be an influence. It did happen. You need to embrace it, understand all the parameters of what happened. And yes, not everything that happened you have any control over. Doesn't mean that you can't understand. Doesn't mean you can't embrace it for the fact that it did. You can have some acceptance so you can move forward and upward. Yes, you have no control over if it rains outside. Doesn't mean that you can't embrace that it rained yesterday and take an umbrella today. You don't have to walk outside again, know that it's raining, and then go back. No. Understand, embrace that, take that information where it's needed, move forward with it, and get it done and make it happen. So if nothing else, don't ask why you're judging yourself. Simply stop. Stop judging yourself and ask yourself those simple questions before you taking any actions, before you saying any words, before you doing anything, before you get up out of bed. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. You need to do it. It's simple and plain. So that's Lord Phly. You already know. A couple questions. I actually like that segment. That was pretty cool. That's pretty dope. Got me in my brain. Got me ticking. Got me moving, grooving. Let me get some water. I've been talking for a minute. Where's OG? Sure. Because I'm liking the questions. What in life is beautiful to you? Oh, man, what in life is beautiful? The process. And one would say, what is the process? Everything in life has a process. Just as a seed grows to a flower, there's a process. I am a fan of, if nothing else, I appreciate processes because if nothing else, that's where you learn. That's where you grow the most uncomfortable situations when you're stuck with something that you can accomplish, but that process of really figuring it out and fine-tuning it and piecing and putting it together, that's beautiful. Because with that's everything. It's not the end result. The end result is going to take on a life of its own. You're going to do plenty of things with that. But that process, or I could say my man Quell, the process of seeing him grow from a simple producer to an executive producer, it's a difference. And anybody that doesn't understand that, maybe you should rethink whatever it is you're doing in life. Ask yourself some questions. But with that being said, Quell came and it was beats every day. Like he's just on the computer, beats every day. Then it became relationships with these artists or these musicians that he was starting to make music with. So then it became more of him. This is Quell. When he come to you and he come talk like this, you know he mean it. It's Quell coming, he gonna holler at you. It's like, look, man, if you just do this. It's like, man, you dope as hell. Like, if you just, you do this and then you, like, man, we could do this and then shit come, we could put the beat together. Like, I'm saying, I ain't got to do it by myself. You could come, sing like this, hum to me. Him and Ruger, I'm like, yo, why is Ruger always fucking humming? And it's like, Quell done got him humming everywhere. So it's like, I'm seeing Quell's influence over all the people that have anything to do with music. And I know, if nothing else, he'll give it up the quickest. Like, man, I got in this because of OG. I was like, man, I see Quell's influence over him. Quell has got him more active, more up, more at it. Just ensuring that, like, yo, like, nah, bro, we could do this. Like, we doing this. Like, nah, it's now. Like, I know, you know me, I'm always, it's now. We doing it. But for Quell to take that on and have his own vision of how the music was going to go, and that process of seeing him grow into that and see the time in which he thought it was going to happen just be cut in half. It was like day by day. It's like, I don't know what Quell thought when he first got with us. Like, man, it's going to take me 10 years. I don't know. He never told me. But then I know I looked in his eyes one day and it was 5. And then that was 2. Then that was a year. Then that was 6 months. And it's like, wait, I'm doing a lot of the stuff I was talking about right now. So if I do these things, then it'll be in the pocket of where I saw it. It's like, yeah, bro, exactly. And with that, Quell call, baby. Executive producer. Good company to label. I mean, it's simple and plain. When I met him, it was the Quell call. He was the producer. Now, he's an executive of the label. Not my label. I'm good company, but that's him and OG is the label. Y'all want to talk music? Y'all want to deal with that? That's the Quell call and OG no good. And that's what I mean. That process of seeing both of them grow individually, but grow together to actually be overhead and executives to other musicians, and those musicians really see in them like, no, with them, I'm going to get to wherever it is I see myself. That's dope, man. Like, that's beautiful. Because, like, I know for me, that all started with this message. Conversations, me simply talking. It wasn't anything done. I didn't put out a song. I didn't rap. I maybe took some people to some places and had some conversations, and then a whole lot of greatness started happening. It was that simple. And I don't make it any more complicated than that. Like me, I deal with people. I have conversations. I connect the dots. I inspire, motivate, and grow the situation. Now, will it take more than conversations at times? Yes, I'm willing to do that. But it always starts and always ends with the conversation. If nothing else, that process for me is beautiful. 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 Nani. I have watched Nani. Wow. Like, I've seen Nani go from high school. So, Nani is an Aggie. Aggie pride. Damn, she usually do it. Like, usually she does it randomly. This time she didn't. But, you know, A&T. So, me and Nani were connected the whole time. I can probably say it wasn't until about junior year that I even knew why she was there. Now, helping her along the way, whole time. Me being who I was, just, you know, that person to talk to, insight. She needs some math work. You know, I'm good with that math now. But with that being said, it didn't matter to me. I just wanted her to prosper. So then in coming and understanding what it is that she was working to do, it's like, oh, no, yeah, you can do that. Like, I see you doing that. And then that was years ago. And now I see her do it day in and day out. Like, no matter what, I know she wakes up and she is Chelsea Nani, owner, operator of BATA Studios production company, director of Phly Incorporated, director of Phly Presents Good Company. So with that being said, that's her every day. That's her life. So that process of from way back when to now, beautiful. Because if nothing else, I didn't know specifically what we would be doing and all that, but I knew she was going to be great. Because if nothing else, I know that's one thing with me. I connect with the greats. Because I'm great. So I got to connect with the greats. So if you've been around me, connected to me, still connected, want to be connected, know you're great. Know that energy don't come from nowhere. It's great energy. You feel good. So that process of watching Nani blossom into the... You out, Shantae?
I'm coming back.
Oh, okay. Shantae, y'all. That's my dog. But watching Nani blossom into this beautiful, dope director. Not going to make it gender specific. Director. Huh? You said what? Oh, yeah. Director it's a beautiful process. It's a beautiful process. To watch High come, she was the manager of Rohu. Now she is associate director to Phly, directly under Chelsea Nani over there. That process is beautiful because with that, I've seen so much. And if nothing else, I'm pretty sure they would all say, like, man, it's been crazy, though. Like, it's been the ups. It's just like, man, all I see is the ups. We deal with the downs, but all I see is the ups. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about what we did. Man, who cares? It happened. We passed it. Look what we at now. Like, I remember a year ago on the show, it wasn't all like this. It wasn't even lit up like this. I remember one of the critiques was like, man, it's dark. Like, that's because Jump Off was dark. Like, we had to light that thing up. We had to bring it some life and bring it that energy. And that's what we do. Inspire, motivate, and we grow. Watching Mal. Just yesterday, I have a conversation with him where he wanted to tell me he was an artist. Nah, bro, you're a musician. You're not an artist. You don't act nothing like them. You are a musician. You do everything within music that a musician would do. You're not an engineer, not the technical side, but the music stuff, bro, you do that. You write instruments. You sing, you rap. Like, it's whatever needs to be done, you do it. That's a musician, dog. And to just see him intake that, like, dang, bro, I appreciate that. Like, nah, bro, that's what I see. I'm not speaking anything that I believe you gonna become. You that now. I watch you every day. You get into it. And that process is beautiful because I remember when I first met Mal, he didn't talk all that much. Well, not to me. He probably talked to his other people. Now we talk all the time. That's my dog. Mal Boogie. Keep me laughing. He laughing now. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. And then you already know my man Zensei. Y'all may know him as Rugo, but it's Zensei now. It's Zenzi. Black Zensei on IG if you need to know. That's my guy, man. Like, I remember him being one of the, he may not know this, but one of the biggest influences for me in knowing, like, yo, I can connect with somebody that I don't know from anywhere. Like, I didn't know Rugo from nowhere. It was simply a connection from IG. He hit up, I believe, Jump Off page about shooting some pictures. And Groove knew that it was like, yo, I'm probably not the one to talk to him. So, Phly, you should probably talk to him. And he came in there that day, and I had a conversation with him like, yo, look, bro, really, you should probably just connect to me. Like, whatever you send from the studio, that's been me. So if you connect with me, you'll get out all that you need to get out, like whatever that is. Then I remember that was right around New Year's. And he came we had a New Year's event at my man Sean Money's house. Hey, y'all remember Sean Money. Sean Money, shouts to him. Set Rugo down and was like, yo, man, like, bro, I really believe in what you're doing. Like, I see everything that you're doing, and, like, I want to be a part of this. Like, I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm signing up for wherever it goes. And I'm like, all right. Like, that was, way before I was even having that conversation. It was more so people that I would connect with and have not a long process, but a process with, so then it was like a mutual conversation. For him, it was like, it was what he saw. He was around a couple times, and it was like, nah, bro, I'm with this. Like, whatever I got to do. And then since then, it's been whatever he's had to do. And then I've learned that Rugo do everything. Zensei does everything. He is literally a ninja. He's literally a ninja. He will pop up. He will dance. He take pictures. He do music. He sing, rap. He do backflips. Like, man, this guy is, man, good gracious. And then he's just going to show up and he going to be smooth on him. I told you, he don't say much. But when he talk, it's usually insightful. That's just simply how he gets it done. So watching the process of everybody around me has been beautiful. My man OG No Good, man, it's been a process of us even becoming as close as we are, because as much as we probably knew of each other for years and years and years, probably a decade and some now that we've known of each other, us being connected is probably only a good 2 years in, but it probably feel like 20. And I'm only 28. What, you 27, bro? Like, but this is how we rock. Like, if someone was to observe from the outside, they probably think we don't really like each other, although we're around each other, because we just talk cash to each other all the time. But that's how we give it up. Like, we just keep it a buck. We keep each other on our square. But the process of hearing him tell me, like, man, in this music, bro, I got it. Like, bro, I know what's up. I know what need to be done. Like, I can just get it, how I need to get in there and do this. And it was like, I don't know if back then he knew, like, bro, I'm listening to this and I got to do something for it. Like, you're not telling me this just because. Like, I'm going to make sure that I have something to do with making sure you got a foothold in it. And then my man was out of commission for a little bit. But for him, he was just getting his mind right. He was making sure he was observing. He was on top of everything. So I'm getting these check-in calls to just make sure everything right. And then for the last, I could say 6 months solid, like, I watched that man grow into the executive he probably thought it was going to take him years to get to. And it's like, man, all that stuff, I know, the money and the accolades and all that stuff, people will make you believe that that's the stuff that makes you see yourself as whoever it is that you believe yourself to be. But it's not. It's all you deal with on the other side. I'm like, bro, you got artists now. Like you producing stuff. You directing stuff. Like, you don't even have to say it. People knowing to hit you, and they don't even know what it is that you do. They just know they need you. And then they have to learn, like, yo, I direct. But it's like, oh, that's what all this is what you doing is called? It's like, yeah, bro, that's the word. But really, I just call it being OG. So watching OG No Good become its own entity, like, that process has been beautiful. It's been dope. And now you about to see my man on Fan Free Agency, so you about to get a little bit of that sauce. You see how I segue? I'm nice with this thing. Good gracious, boy. God, they need to give me another network. Just put us on everywhere. Where the news at? 14, ain't that the news in Raleigh? Hey, 14, where you at? You need to holler at 90 so we can get this. I'm going to point like OG. I'm going to do a double, though. So, we're going to take a little break. We're going to bring Fan Free Agency to you. I talked for a little bit, but we had the questions. I had to make sure you were just push forward. Make sure you got that inspiration, that motivation, that energy to get up, get at it, get to it with no fear, no worry, no apology. So, We got fan free agency coming to you with my man OG No Good. We're going to take a little break, then you're going to see him pointing at the camera. So, we'll see y'all in a second. No fear, no worry, no apologies. Lord Phly. Holla.
Nah, the shop closed right now. I got some fire shit for the low.
Feeling get real, so I can still feel the waves moving through my body. Getting up in the rushing water, crunch my lungs.
Why you ain't tell me you had a girl?
Yeah, the shit called vinegar. Nah, it's that straight pressure.
Yes, y'all. You know who it is, the international man of mystery. And we here, Dope Souls with Lord Phly, live every Wednesday and Friday at noon on YouTube. Yes, you need to spell it right so you don't get it wrong. LORDPHLY. That's how you get the Lord Phly. Make sure you tap in to tune in because you're either working with us or you're watching us. But to watch us, make sure you're subscribing to YouTube. Make sure you're checking all those streaming platforms. Yes, I mean Apple, Spotify, everything. You can find us everywhere. Dope Souls with Lord Phly. Tap in and tune in. No fear, no worry, no apologies. nAFbDOPE. Holla.
OG No Good here with Fan Free Agency. Bring you my sports news. Yeah. Gas me up, y'all. What's up? Yeah, okay. About to bring you some highlights here.
Let's get it.
My Panthers did it, Beat them Jaguars. Lil Duval, you won't talk on that cash either, you feel me? Yeah, he know what's up. They did it without Cam Allen, 2 games with the win. I'm liking it. Christian playing like an MVP. I don't like him personally, but I like what he's doing for the Panthers. Yes, please, if you can bring some highlight. Christian's been balling. I can't even lie. I'm hating on his running style. That's what it is. But I do respect him as a baller. Because I read more total yards than Todd Gurley and Ezekiel Elliott combined from the line of scrimmage.
How about that flit though?
Okay, yeah, that joint was crazy. Y'all check this out right here. Just check a little bit of that. There was another big defensive game by the Panthers. Cam, I didn't see much of him on the sideline. I'm not going to flex. I didn't watch a lot of the game. I think it's just sad not seeing Cam there. I watched the Browns in San Francisco game. San Francisco looking real good. I believe they're undefeated. Yes, they are undefeated. They killed the Browns, 331. Odell, that was one of them games where he tried to do too much. The punt recovery, he fumbled, all that. It's like, yo, my guy, you can't be the guy every game. It was good if he was just a distraction. Like there was this fake sweep trap they gave to Chubb. That was a great distraction play, and they ran away from that. All my football players, y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of people got lost. Like, huh? Fake sweep trap.
Talking to X's and O's.
Like Deshaun Watson, baby. He be out there beating the coverage, breaking it down for you. Shout out to Deshaun Watson for that, showing your intelligence. I rocks with that. Yeah, you can see these Browns highlight right here. Them Browns got.
Not Browns highlights.
What's that?
Actually, 49 highlights.
Yeah, I was just about. I was about to say the Browns got shit at all. That's. Boy, y'all boys got to get it together, Doc. It's not over for y'all. Yeah. San Francisco, Garoppolo, Jimmy G. Looking good out there. They ain't got no number one receiver. They got a defense. Bosa, okay. That boy was looking good. He got that sack. Taunted Baker Mayfield. There's a little handshake tailgate or spygate going on. Sherman said that Baker Mayfield didn't shake his hand. There's footage of Baker Mayfield shaking Sherman's hand. I don't know what that's about, but that's yeah, we're off that. Keep checking these highlights out. The tight end, yeah, he was like that. The running backs got it in. Coleman, Brady, number 22. I like bro. He's a baller. Like, I don't see him get less than 10 to 5 yards every time he touch the ball. NBA, that's my sport right there. Let's get it.
We here.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Phly, we going to Atlanta. We call ourselves Clifford. That's exhibition. Hey. But Zion, debut tour today, ESPN. What does that mean? I don't know. We know the boy can ball. ESPN trying to be slick, trying to get us to watch that game. Like, boy, that's not the regular season game. We don't care. I hope he does it then. He did get a poster. You did show me that, Phly.
He dunked like 4 times.
Yeah, y'all keep jumping with boy. Who you think he can't dunk on in the NBA? Rudy Gobert. I like to see that. I want to see Zion dunk on Dwight.
I want to see Zion dunk on
DeAndre. DeAndre. Oh, Brooklyn Nets. I was about to say the Knicks ain't taking that but wrong team.
I don't want to see him try to dunk on nobody on the Knicks.
Yeah, bro. Hey, Knicks out there playing street, bro. They knocking niggas out. Oh, am I supposed to say?
Ain't no hoes.
Yeah.
There ain't no hoes out there.
Wow.
Hey, that's how he talking.
That's a fact, though. The Knicks ain't going. Dennis Smith, Portis, Morris, they're not having it.
We ain't gonna win the game. We gonna win the fight.
Yeah. Hey, the Knicks. I might be watching just for that.
Be scared to go play in the garden.
Come on, man. We need that type of grit back. Everybody's looking good. I just watched the Portland and Nuggets highlights. I like it, man. I like that rookie. What's his name? Didn't play because he got hurt from Missouri.
Morant.
No, his name not Morant.
Job. What is it?
No, not Murray.
Memphis?
No. John Murray is Memphis. I'm talking about the dude play for Portis.
Oh.
Michael Portis, I believe his name.
Yeah.
He looks good. I'm not going to lie. I wish I would have seen more Bola.
Bro, you got to chill. It's Bol, bro.
Why y'all laughing for?
It's Bol. It's BOL. Like a disease.
I hate feeding to it. Hey, I can make that joke. I can make that joke. But I didn't mean to make that joke, though.
Why can't you make that joke, bro?
Because I'm Af. Chill, bro.
Afghan, nigga?
African.
Oh, Better speak on it. Better talk it.
Half geared up.
Give me.
But yeah, will you guys be watching the Zion debut, or are we gonna wait for regular season to see if he can really do something out there?
I do want to see him dunk. I can't front. I may just check out to see if he dunk, cause that boy gonna dunk.
All right. Nani
60 points.
trying to sneak in WNBA on here at the finals.
I mean, can we talk about it? I feel like we can talk about it.
WNBA finals will be coming in. Y'all need to pay me. I'm doing more than ESPN. ESPN want to highlight Zion debut tour, but not the WNBA finals.
Crazy. Talk about it.
We're going to leave on that note right there, man. The world, you need to get your together, man. Respect the WNBA, man. For real. Who's in it?
Kill.
Okay. Next week, I will be telling you who won the WNBA finals. And who was in it.
And where they played at. What channel they played on?
Yo. Chill.
Oh, you want me to go out there?
Hey, yo, we gonna keep roasting the WNBA. That's what you want. Hey, what turn do you want?
You are.
Yo, I'm telling you.
You don't know Phly?
I seen it on
I know that motherfucker, man. We went through LA from mud. Out the mud. Yeah.
Chef David. You don't know Phly?
Nah, I know Phly. I know Phly very well. We used to stay at my brother Sean's house. We lived in the same living room for months. And it felt like it was years, decades. I know him better than probably a lot of people who think they know him. It's my boy, it's my brother. We got big things coming. But yeah.
Mike Jordan. You don't know Phly?
Yeah, I do. First couple encounters with Phly was on the basketball court, you know, hooping with bruh out there. You know what I'm saying? At the YMCA Garner Road. Also, it was a trip we took to Lewisburg. My man Mike broke my man Phly door off the hinges. It was quite comedy how Phly looked that day. He was very hot. So many stories, man. Damn. Be here for more than 30 minutes. I ain't even gonna keep going with it.
So BY, you don't know Phly?
Man, of course I know Phly. Pretty much, if you from Raleigh, from the South Side, you know my man. Just involved in a lot of positive stuff. It's crazy because some of them things where when we've been a little bit older than some dudes around here, it's like you know cats and don't even know you know cats. So, man, pretty much I was working at a teen center for a while and got plugged in with him. Was like, yo, I've known this dude pretty much since he was, you know what I'm saying, like since we all were younger. So it's just cool to see people mature, see people focus, see people get back to the community, make sure they're doing it the right way. So if you don't know Phly, you might want to change that. Good dude to have.
So Chris Jordan, you don't know Phly?
I definitely know Phly. What you mean? First time I met Phly was practicing to do backup for a friend of mine, and he just walked in their house being loud and I don't know what about fashion. But it made me want to work with him immediately, for real. I fucked with the energy instantly, for real. Yeah.
Appreciate it, bro. I do remember that day too. I remember walking in. You don't know Phly?
Man, how I knew a Phly? I met him the first time. I actually saw him at the first time performance at Chigo. Shout out to Emerge, by the way. And then from there, I heard of the name. Shout out to Mal Boogie. He's the one who kind of like put me on, to be honest. And then from there, like artist networking meetup. Justice probably mentioned it before too. And then from there, it's just all she wrote. You know, networking, linking, talking about shows, music. This guy does everything, man. Like for real, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But that's really about it, man. Like, yeah.
So Queen J.
Yes.
You don't know Phly?
Well, I do. I actually met him at this party that it wasn't really a party. It was like a big meet and greet kind of thing. It was some weird kind of thing. But he ended up like asking me what I do, and I told him everything I did, and he was like, "Oh, okay, so you wear a lot of hats." And I was like, "Yeah." And yeah, that's how I met Phly.
You don't know Phly?
Of course I know Phly. So actually I met Phly when I was doing rehearsals for Shigo back in like November for his show at Emerge, and I actually knew of Phly like 2 years before, prior to that. So yeah, from there, that's how I met him, from doing that show, and then he linked with us. He liked our sound, and yeah, I knew him ever since then.
And I'm back, and I'm back, and I'm back. Yes, you just saw my man OG No Good with Fan Free Agency. I swear, I don't know if it's sports or comedy. That boy be having me laughing. I be over there dying. WNBA. We love y'all. We love y'all. The best fundamental basketball around. But y'all know nobody be watching like that. And we trying to figure out why. We can help. We can help. We can help y'all. Hey, we can help with them ratings. Call us. We show out. We make it happen. But with that being said, you already know it's the facts, frequently asked questions. Hit up Dope Souls with Phly, PHLY, gmail.com. That's how you get to me. That's how you get to the team. That's how you get to good company. So with that being said, free talk with the audience. What's good, everybody? Oh, where you going, OG? My man skated on me. Quail, what's good with it? Man, talk to me, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. What's good in the world with you, man? How everything moving your way? Okay. Okay. That's a fact. That's a fact. Goodfellas. The Goodfellas. Hey, kicks, loops, whatever you need, Goodfellas got you. Good company. No apologies. You know how I go. My man Quill, I told y'all earlier in the show, man, Quill has grown into the executive producer I know he saw himself as. Like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful process. And seeing everything transpire how it has, us actually being the decision makers on a lot of things that more so than not, you're used to someone telling you when or where or why or how to do something, when no, it's us. It's of our own brainchild. And a lot of it's that brainchild is Quill and OG Steer. Like, I'm the one sitting back waiting for, hey man, what y'all need me to do? Like, you know, I don't know everything in this. I'm a sponge waiting to soak it up. And yes, I do have my own gifts that maybe aid within the realm of what they're doing. Doesn't mean that I know all of what I'm doing. So I do need to be pointed in the right direction from them. So I'm appreciative of just having them connected to me and close to me. So Quail, appreciate you, my brother. You already know we get it done. We get it done. Quail Jones, baby. We coming. We coming.
I already know.
Rugo, Sensei. What's good with it?
You know, just in the life.
Okay. I see you. Braided back up. My man was rocking the flat top for a couple days. Now he braided back up. He was like, nah, bro, I ain't with that. I'm just in transition right now. I'm just getting back right. Now my man back right. He like, yo, what's good? We out here. We going to the A, y'all.
Man, Atlanta's about to see another.
They about to see us.
Again.
They about to see us.
Like,
OG, what you call us? The Clippers.
Yep.
Balling out of control out here. Waka Flocka style. No, let me stop playing. That being said, you ready for another A trip, Zensei?
As always, man, like, it's just about locking down, like, you know, more clients and you know,
sure.
more events.
For sure.
So just going back and forth is just only the best thing we can possibly do.
For sure. I know this time around, I want us to be, like I said, with everything, more business influence. I don't have to be business minded. We have our own minds and our own ways of doing things, but just more business influence to where we know the things that we're doing specific are providing the things back to us that we need so we can continue to push forward. So that's, I know, a heavy focus for me. That's one thing that I'm looking to influence and instill, and you know, the team and everybody that's moving with me. Like, yo, it's our time to really capitalize on all that we have done, all that we're doing, and all we're looking to do. And we don't have to prove ourselves to anyone or anybody. I know maybe at a time we felt like that was the case, but no more. None of that. We do it. We are who it is that we say that we are. We do what it is that we say that we do. And it's time to stand on that. No doubts, no questions asked. It's get up, get at it, get to it, and make it happen. What do we make it happen? We inspire, we motivate, we grow whatever situation we connected to, whether it be situation, person, place, or thing, we get it done. So that being said, you know, Slow Flies, good company. You know the guys, you know the team, you know the gals, we get it done, make it happen. So, you know, with that being said, we get to these announcements. October 25th, R&B vibes. Yes, I'm back with my man Black Storm over at Arcade of Thrones. The Lab Arcade of Thrones put together an event last month, September. R&B vibes, unscripted, and man, it was great. And this time is, you better be in there because you don't want to say you missed this one. Storm, every day we having conversations about just how it's grown just in the day. Tomorrow it's going to be even bigger. So by the 25th, you never know what we're going to have in there, but you know we're going to have that R&B vibe specific, and we're going to go up. We showing up, we showing out, we making it happen October 25th. I actually just got an event that I wasn't able to put Chelsea in tune with, but October 26th, I actually have an event at Emerge. Zen So Phly actually reached out to me personally yesterday to connect with me, wanted me to host an event. That influence came from Woozy, because Woozy was like, bro, everything I'm doing, I'm telling them I need you, and if they don't want you to host, then I just need you to come on my set and say what you say. So the flyer went up. He tagged me on the flyer, and then I got a DM from Zen like the next day, and then I talked to her yesterday, so we locking it in, the details. She going to get me all the parameters around it. By October 26th, you'll see Lord Phly at Emerge. I don't even know the name of the show yet. I just know it's with Zen So Phly. My man Woozy going to be performing, so we going up, show out. As well as LD and Madison J, they have Purple Fried Chicken album release. That one will be in Raleigh. They'll have one October 25th in Atlanta. So it's be a big weekend, And then, we end the month with Halloween, Lord Phly birthday. You already know how that go. We going up. Yes, y'all. Oh, man. It's going to be a dope time. I told you, it's not that I don't look forward to my birthday. It's just, it's always like simply a day. But now with, everything growing, it's just I'm looking at everything as so much more. So it's like, well, if I'm doing all these things day in and day out, the one day where it's supposed to be about me or it's my birthday, then I'm damn sure going to show up, show out, make it happen. So it's not going to be about having a bunch of fun and party. It's going to be a lot of enjoyable moments, unforgettable moments with myself, the family that I've created within Good Company, and all those that look to tap in and tune in with Lord Phly. Now, what we do, who knows? Just know that whatever it is, we showing up, we showing out. We're going to make sure we have that energy. We're going to inspire, we motivate, we're going to grow. And we're going to have a good time while we do it. That's simply what we do. So, that being said, y'all know, it's Lord Phly. Y'all going to see your boy on Friday. Yes, y'all. Every Wednesday and Friday, live at noon on YouTube. Dope Souls with Lord Phly. You better tune your ass in. You're missing a lot of good stuff. Because, Wednesday, fan free. Man, I shouldn't even have to tell you should be tuned in. So, LORDPHLY. That's how you spell the name. That's how you get to me. Spell it right so you don't get it wrong. Make sure you're tuning in every Wednesday and Friday, live at noon. But till Friday, you'll see me. I told you I'm sauce, out the box, feeling good, living good, smelling great. We get up, get at it, get to it with no fear, no worry, no apologies. We make it happen. You learn yourself to know yourself so you can be yourself with no fear, no worries, no apologies. That's the message, nAFbDOPE. Never apologize for being dope, dope being self, self being you. See y'all on Friday. Holla.